Good day, guys. Hope we are all good. I just thought let me come share the setups which I sent signals on earlier in the group. So initially we had a C5 sell. So the C5 sell was pretty much simple. This was a flip zone sell. Price was just respecting yesterday's lows, came and rejected on the 50 EMA. We also had price breaking this order block here. That was our sell. So when we got here, I thought price would or might retrace back up here because I was seeing this like a baseline bounce type setup. So I exited here with about 10 pips, I think, into the trade. I also sent that into the group. But again, we always say remember to always trade what you see. So if you guys were seeing a sell and you held, that price still looks like it's pushing down. The daily is also bearish. This is where the bias is coming from. So as you can see, we had a nice reversal there, bearish engulfing, trading below the 13 EMA. So we are strongly bearish. So for now, I think I'll just let it drop. Then if we do get another retracement, I'll look for a potential continuation to the downside. But I would also love to see maybe TDI come give like a baseline bounce type of setup here. If they do retrace, for me to actually jump into the cells as well. So that's it for C5. Then C1, we also had a sell. Close out on about 20 pips. This is basically the setup. We had a drop, a pullback, continuation of the drop. So we saw that the break of this order block here. Took about 20 pips on this. I'm anticipating a possible retracement. So I want to see potentially something like this. And I want to see TDI give me something like a baseline bounce, maybe somewhere here, or maybe they might extend to the 50 level. So this area here for me is valid for possible sells. If you notice right now, we've hit the 13 EMA. That's why we're getting that rejection. So safer sells would actually happen if we see our price give a close below the 13 EMA and then maybe retrace. So we're still looking for a potential drop. If this price is going to be bearish, we're still looking for a potential drop. Then for the whole structure, this 4-hour structure to actually be in a sell motion, we have to break this level here. Once we break this level, then we'll be looking for a bit of long-term sales because this will be a 4-hour market structure shift. So for now, still on the line, still short-term sales until we break this level, maybe this level for early sales. But intraday, we're still looking for a potential sell. If we do get a retracement right now into this gray zone, we're going to take a sell. If we do get a retracement into this low here, which is on 58.99, anywhere from 58.99 to 59.20. So 58.99 to 59.20. For me, this is a sell zone. So if we can get price coming back into this area and rejecting or giving a nice rejection candle here, then we'll be looking forward for a good drop, which might take price maybe to about 58, around 58.40, 58.35 area. I'll just say 58.40. So we've got a potential of getting about 40 to 50 pips from that particular move if it plays out. So that's my view for C1. C3 is still anticipating the retracements on this 4 hours, so I do not have anything yet. B5, I just looked at it. I just looked at B5 and I noticed price looks like it's on the buy side. And this is where they left an order block or a demand zone. So if we can retrace into this area and get a rejection, then I would potentially anticipate price to come up here, maybe back into this zone. possible, maybe higher, possible. But if we break this zone again and come down, maybe price might come to this area. So I've got multiple points of interest there. So I've got this one as well. And the last one for a buy setup would be around this area here. So if price retraces to any of these three zones, this one and the 13 EMA, or this one on this order block here, you can see this is also in line with the broken order block on the left hand side here. We also have like a fair value gap within that area, so that area is also good for price to actually come and respect. So after marking points of interest like this, all we have to do is wait for price to get into the point of interest. If they reject, we react. If they don't reject, then we wait. If they come here and they react, then we react and we buy from here. If they break again and they come to this area, it might be a big W pattern forming. We can also look for a possible buy from that area. If none of these scenarios plays out, it means we do not have anything on B5 based on my view. B1 I actually wanted to buy just now, but I thought price would dip into this area. So let me see if we can actually get into this trade. Are we not late? Okay, we can open one position on B1000. This one is a bit of a late entry. Bit of a late entry here. But I'm solid we'll get a few, I'm sure we'll get a few pips. Price will most likely come take out this liquidity here. Then retrace and we'll look for another potential buy either on this level or maybe on this level or wherever the 13 EMA will be or wherever the pattern presents. But as it stands right now, the bias is bullish. Just looking at the H1 time frame, I can tell the bias is bullish. The best entry would have been right in here. This one is a late entry. Price can still pull back, then push up. But right now, I'm anticipating price to just push up. If you notice from these lows here, this would be the high which needs to be broken or the safe entry buy. So we're not really too far from the best entry point, and this price can even come as high as 13,750, which is up here. So if you get an impulsive move, a retracement, we'll definitely be looking for something like this. We have a baseline bounce here for that potential buy as well. Then just looking at yesterday's setup, I just wanted to give a recap. We're looking at buys. I remember I mentioned 13,410 as a safe buy. That level here, it was based on these lows, but price continued to extend, right? And they left this order block here. So after breaking, they came and retested, meaning the entry could have been here. But this level again still remained a good level for a safe buy, because from there, price just pushed all the way to the 200 EMA with no pullback. So that was a good buy setup for those who managed to catch it. We had a nice baseline bounce here as well. From the setup, so any entry within this price range would have been perfect. So today we are in, we've got one position. The reason we have one position is because price can still retrace back into this level, which has just been broken. Okay, so if we are on M15, zoom in, you notice that this is the demand zone left by price. So they can still come back, retest, but they can also still push up, then come back to retest, then continue going up. Especially looking at yesterday's high here, price can just reach into this level, then retrace, then continue with the buys. That's also a possible play right there. So let's see what happens. I think this will be the last setup for the day because we've already cashed in on C5 and C1000 earlier. So this B1 setup will be the last trade for the day. J10 looks bullish. This setup is from yesterday where we had this zone. Price actually came, gave a setup. So if you bought this, probably a stop loss was here and it was taken out. Price then proceeded to come to the equal lows, create a new pattern. So any entry here or here would have been perfect with the same view which we had yesterday of price coming back up to this level. So that particular setup looks like it's played out. What else would I anticipate? I would say it still looks like the trend is slightly bullish within that consolidation. I believe we're in a consolidation based on this big gray zone here. So within this intraday move, I feel like we are bullish. But again, for me to participate in this trade, I still want to see price break here, then potentially retest for a continuation up, or just another retracement, maybe back to the 13 EMA. Then from there, if I can get a pattern on M15, then I can still look forward to buy. V2501S looks like price ended up respecting this level. This is a 4-hour level. Yesterday I was not active on it, but it looks like we had a good sell pattern. Equal highs here, price breaking an order block and retesting, remaining below the 13 EMA. Perfect sell here, nice retracement, another entry there. Took out liquidity. So today I'll love to pay attention to this level. I'll love to pay attention to this level. My reasoning on this is, if this level is broken, it would simply mean that this is a continuation of a sell. Price has respected this order block. So this is the new peak intraday for today. This is the order block. So if we break and retest, then I'm looking to sell. Then I'm also interested in this level here, because if price now respects this particular zone, it will mean that this is actually the peak, this is the order block, and this is a break and a retest, and price will most likely maybe get back into this area. So those are the two possible plays I'm looking for. So what I need here would be a solid rejection and price starting to come up, maybe give me a nice solid close before I actually jump in. Then same applies to the sell scenario. If we get a nice momentum to the downside, I still want to get a retracement, then I'll look for a continuation sell. So that's how I'm approaching V2501S today. Excuse me. Step index has been bullish for the longest of times. Usually if a setup is like this, I rarely trade it. I'll just be waiting for maybe a potential reversal. Let's just see how the daily is looking though. Yeah, I'd rather wait for a reversal here or a pullback. So if I look to the left, the zone where price might reach might be here. So you can use the candlestick bodies, you can use the wicks. It's just a whole big zone. If price gets into the zone and shows a rejection, then I can look for a potential sell, being a retracement of this impulsive move. So it will be a short-term sell, which I'll be taking. So that's the only thing I wait for. So apart from that, I think that's it from me today. We are active on B1. I'm going to scale in one more position before I close this chart. Okay, positions open. So how many pips am I looking for here? If we just take out, I think we'll come to this day's high. I think we'll get there, then retrace before we get to the 200 EMA, then retrace, then price will then push to the 200 EMA. So I would say for now, my target is 50 pips. If I can get 50 pips on this trade, that will be a perfect trade. That means anyone who's entering with 0.2 times 50 pips, this trade should pay you $10. Anyone entering with 0.50 times 50 pips, this trade should pay you let's see, $25. Anyone entering with one standard lot size, this trade will pay you 50. Anyone entering with 10 lots, this trade should pay you 500. And anyone entering with anyone with a 5-figure account and above, you most likely be full margin. The lot sizes which they can allow you to open on B1, that will be 120 lots. So you just do the multiplication there. So that will be just I think it's 12 times 500. Quickly do the math. So this trade will pay you 6,000 if my math is correct. If my math is correct, 5-figure account on this particular trade should make 6,000 if my math is correct. So that's it from me today, guys. Hope you guys caught at least C5 or C1. If not, I hope you catch any of the setups which we analyzed today. And I also hope you are inside this B1000 trade. So for results, make sure you join our Telegram group if you're watching this on YouTube. That's where we post all our setups and signals, and we have our analysis every weekday. So at least 4 to 5 days a week, we do this analysis, and it's only on synthetics. If you want us to add something on the watch lists, you can just let us know. Then we'll try and do that. So hopefully you guys will have a good day and a productive week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good trading.